Lights, Camera, Mediate. How video marketing transforms your mediating practice. That is your topic for today. Welcome to the Lawyers and Mediators International Show and Podcast, where we discuss law and conflict resolution topics to educate both professionals and everyday people. Catch regular episodes on YouTube and anywhere you get your podcasts. Just remember, nothing in these episodes constitutes legal advice, so be sure to talk to a lawyer, as cases are fact-dependent. Hi, everyone. This is Mac Pearley, attorney, mediator, arbitrator, working throughout Florida and Texas. And this time I am in Angers, France, or as the French say, Angers, France. And here for a few days to attend the annual mediation conference that's being held here. And it's been a long day of lots of learning and meeting new colleagues. And one of my colleagues is on screen right now, and that is Natalie Armstrong-Moulton. And Natalie, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Welcome to France.
Thank you so much. I want to take a break from all the training and talk to you because you are in France and you're specifically in Normandy, correct?
Correct. Yeah, north of you.
Yeah, exactly. So you're just, I'm guessing 2 or 3 hours away. And while I'm in, your space and near you, just wanted to connect back because you've been on the podcast before to talk about marketing mediators, but wanted to talk to you today about a topic that's, close and dear to your heart, which is using video as one of the best ways to market people. And this is what you do. But before we get there, tell us a little bit about yourself so that the audience can come to know you a little bit more.
Oh, my story is an easy one. For the last almost 31 next month will be 31 years in the resolution industry. I've been helping neutrals around the world to design and build, market, and promote their practice.
Okay. And you're originally from the U.S., right? But you live in Europe most of the time now?
Yeah, I'm an American from the Pacific Northwest, but my husband is French, and his family have lived in Normandy for millennia. So here we are.
Got it. Awesome. Okay, so when we talk about marketing, the whole game's changed, right? The internet's we've changed everything up, and video and the TikTok world we live in and getting your points across. Now it's all about, like we said, lights, camera, mediate. So tell us first off, why do you think video marketing is especially powerful for mediators?
Well, that's a really good question. I think that for our industry, we get hired when people, obviously, they have to know we exist. Second, they need to like what they know about us. But the third and most important aspect of any marketing and promotion that we do for our practices is about building trust. It's about building that relationship. And video is uniquely positioned to do that. With video, people can see our faces, hear our voices. They understand a little bit about our personality. They get to, in an odd unilateral way, they get to know us and get a sense that they can trust us. They understand that we are, a credible expert on our practice area specialties. So video is really powerful for that. It builds that relationship. And I think that that's one of the reasons it's really, really powerful.
Yeah, and so that's one of the ways it's unique in getting potential parties, right? They get to know you, feel you, touch you, not literally, but the point is you can identify with somebody when you can, see them. So can you share a specific example or multiple if you have it of how video content has helped other mediators out?
Sure. I think, we're in the business of communication. And the way that we write about ourselves or for ourselves on a website or a social media post or in an article is much different than the way we speak. And so video content is much more authentic to who we are and the way that we communicate with folks. And so video lets people, like I said, get to know us. So my clients use video really successfully, short form video. So 3 minutes or less is what we're talking about here. You have to have a YouTube channel. So it's free. We have a YouTube channel, but you can use video to replace the very traditional FAQs on your website. So open up your own FAQs, ask yourself the question, give the answer, record the short video, and put that on your website. And that's a great way for people to get to know us. You can also record short form video that is something valuable, beneficial, actionable to your primary target market or their clients or sources of referral. And video is shared much more often. It's also given priority thread status on LinkedIn.
Yep. So, well, LinkedIn, and what about the other ones? Instagram as well, TikTok. Well, like, do you think the social media companies know that this is what works?
Everybody knows that this is what works, including podcast platforms. In fact, they know that video works so well that they have incorporated video feed podcasts. YouTube has a podcast version, but also Spotify has a video version of a podcast. But video is prioritized also for search engine optimization. And it's just nepotism. Google, it's not the best search engine, but it is the most used. They own YouTube. So when you create a video and you put it up on YouTube, for example, and someone goes to Google you, and our clients do, your videos come up and reinforce your level of professionalism, your knowledge base, your willingness to help people out, that you keep current with, market trends, with legal notice, legal cases, things of that nature. The video is really, really powerful. It's not the same for a podcast. You have to go to a platform, search for that category or that specific podcast, but video comes up in general web search.
Yeah. So I do a lot of video marketing myself, and I've been doing this for what, 2015 is when I really started, creating a YouTube channel and adding content. Um, and I can't tell you the number of people who call me, more for the law office, who tell me, because I ask people, so how do you get, to learn about me? And they'll say something like, oh, I watched your video. I saw you on YouTube. And so, yeah, I'm a personal, person who can tell you that this works. It's worked in my business, it's worked in my practice. And like you said, it connects you. People get to know you before they walk into your office. But what do you say to somebody who says, you know what, I don't really feel that I'm video material. Like, I don't look or feel that I'm pretty enough or handsome enough to be on video. What would you say to someone like that? Because I've heard that before.
I think that we all have a face for video. And what it does is, again, it lets people meet us. So they feel less anxious, less stressed, less worried. When they actually show up to meet us in person or on a Zoom meeting, they've already gotten to know us. They've already had an introduction to us. And this is really important. It's stressful to meet a stranger, and it's really stressful in our clients' situations. They're already chewing Tums like it's the fifth major food group on the food pyramid. We don't want to add to that. We want them to feel more at ease, more comfortable, more communicative. And video does that for us. So I think video, it is a bit strange. My clients are pleasantly surprised, I think, when, like you, they go to a conference and somebody says, oh, hey, I follow your YouTube channel. Oh, hey, I'm a subscriber. Hey, I love your videos. So they kind of have that advantage of knowing you and you don't know them. But for purposes of business building and entrepreneurship, that's a tremendous advantage.
Yes. So now many mediators might hesitate. Okay, they might hesitate to use videos because they don't know what resonates. They don't know where to start. What would you tell somebody so that they can understand and know what might work from the get-go?
Video works best when we don't shoot a commercial. That's off-putting. So you don't want to do, 1-800 call your local mediator kind of video content. The kind of video content that works best is something that is an expression or an explanation of a single idea, a single thought, that is something that someone can use to help them, to motivate them, something they can take action on, something they can learn from. So it needs to be all about the listener. What can you do as the neutral to help them? What can you explain for them? What can you show them? What can you teach them? And so you need to worry less about how you look or how you think you look. Most of us are too critical of ourselves, and think about the benefit of the viewer. That's really what we concentrate on.
No, no, I appreciate that. And you're thinking about that person, what they need, right? And you're trying to solve a problem that they have so that they can then call you. I think there are a lot of people who might care a little bit too much. Not that we shouldn't care about how we look, but when we care so much about how we look, then that it cripples us, preventing us from being able to make the next step into what's necessary to grow our businesses, to grow our practices. I think that becomes a problem in and of itself. So totally with you. People just need to jump into this and start. Um, so we start wrapping up. What about some concerns people might have, like safety? Now, maybe wanting to be anonymous. Do you think that's even worth stressing about anymore? Or is it just too late? We're all online and we might as well just accept the um, territory that we live in, which is that everyone's going to know us and we just need to then market that and exploit that. Any thoughts on that?
I don't think it's even a matter of acceptance. I think it's a matter of we need to embrace it. Our clients research us and they're looking for social proof of our professionalism. And video is a great way to provide that social proof. For mediators, our clients, they do study us. As arbitrators, they really do a deep dive and research us. So the more content, video, articles, public speaking, trainings, being on social media platforms like LinkedIn, etc., the more you can help them get to know you in an unscripted way. So you want to do video that is you, the way you talk, as though you're at the conference table with regular people. So don't read a script. Don't ask ChatGPT to create a script for you and then try to read it. That doesn't work. It sounds stilted and it creates distance when in fact we're trying to, bring people in and create closeness. But I don't think you have to accept it. I think you need to embrace it. One, it's a lot of fun. Two, it's not expensive. So as a business person, I really like that the outlay is quite small. The return on the investment is phenomenal. And it also provides you with evergreen content. So you can record this video this week, and 3 months from now, you can upload it again to your social media platforms. And so using that evergreen content on the never-ending wheel of content creation is a great help to us as marketers and promoters of our services.
Yeah, no, I like what you said about it being evergreen. Sometimes I've said that video has a kind of equity quotient built in, where some of my oldest videos are the ones who still perform the best. Meaning all that time, videos that I did years ago are still, if they're relevant, of course, they need to be relevant. Otherwise, I gotta bring new, fresh stuff out. So if you're a lawyer putting videos, well, the law might change. So you might want to, put new stuff out. But I tell people sometimes the time to start recording a video is yesterday. Okay, because you can take advantage of time, and I don't know how it works, but the longer a video might sit, the better it might be. But anyway, if I was a teacher again, I would give bonus points for the person who could find the first video put on YouTube. That video, I believe it was of some animal in some zoo, whatever. The very first video published to YouTube back when they launched it. It's still online, on air, still getting views. It's just funny, right? That videos are not going anywhere. When you put on the internet, dude, it does stay around forever, and people could take advantage of that.
Yeah, it is a really powerful resource, but I don't think that the power of it should dissuade you from, like you said, jumping in and just doing it. Make an outline, express one thought, one idea, nice and short. You don't have to buy expensive equipment. Most of us are on Zoom all the time, so we have that equipment. You can buy an all-in-one camera that is a small ring light the camera and the microphone. On Amazon, it's $30. It attaches to the screen of your laptop. You can carry it around in your briefcase. So you don't have to invest a lot of time and money. You also don't have to spend a ton of effort on editing software. Most of us are on PCs, and there is already a free software package on your PC called Clipchamp. If you're on a
Yep,
Mac,
yep.
you've got
Well, I use.
iMovies. This is not something that you need to worry about, but I will recommend go on YouTube, look at somebody else's video, take the tutorial. The YouTube University is an amazing thing.
Yep, yep. No, shout out to Clipchamp. It's free and it actually works really, really well. I've been through so many different video editing tools. Oh,
Absolutely.
all right. Well, Natalie, thank you so much. We like to keep these short and sweet and give people what they're looking for. And hopefully this will help somebody out. And if people have more questions or want to learn more about how you might be able to help them, tell us what's the best place they can go to check you out.
You can find me on YouTube. Just type in Marketing Resolution or my name, Natalie Armstrong Moton. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me via Google. But I will just hit record. Those are my last words. Hit record.
Awesome. All right, Natalie Armstrong Moulton. Thank you so much for this talk today. And everybody, come back to LMI Podcast where we have more of these kind of tips and other things to educate you and your parties. All right. Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Thanks, Mac.